I'd just play. What's his name?
Yeah. Obviously, the
Uh,
Renekton has no way
Kazan.
to break the shield. Well, actually, he can with his W, but I don't know if the stun goes through. I don't know if that's a thing. Yeah, I think nothing really too interesting in terms of the rune choices. I don't know how I feel about Spellbook, because I think it's a very, very difficult rune to use correctly. But if you can use it correctly, then it's really, really good. But
Yeah, it all depends really. I mean,
yeah,
we see it used to great effect in pro player.
yeah, I think
The
was that a Scorch proc I saw? I don't think the Scorch is going to do very much to the Renekton.
aggressive
No,
posturing from board.
no big shenanigans going on early game so far. I think this game will be all about the Jinx reset for Racketeers.
Yeah, it's
Very, very difficult for them to get anywhere near her if she gets that movement speed boost. So much peel as well from the Mbumu, Rakan, and Sion, even the Renekton.
if he decides to join any of these fights. I half expect Rack to just sit in a side lane, try to 1v1 a
Yeah.
hopefully neutralized Mordekaiser. Let's
Yes.
see how. I don't know the top lane matchup that well, but I'd imagine San is quite a safe, one of the safer tanks.
Could be the E-star for the Renekton. A little bit of chip damage on this Morgana early. I think a lot of people who maybe play a lot more mid than top won't be ready for how much damage this Renekton will actually do if he gets in.
Oh, yeah, I fully expect him to just 3/4 health the combo with full Puro.
Obviously, Morg, not really a pick you take for dominance in the 1v1, but
No, I think you
definitely.
just have to prioritize pushing lanes, get Zerks, make plays with jungle. Very aggressive
Very
trading top
extended
lane.
trade with this Mordekaiser.
Looking to be a first blood though,
He might just fall here.
and
He's going
Tenchi
to go
goes down
down
2 minutes
without
in.
using the flash. Terry not even having to use a flash on his own, and I think if there was one thing that was going to make this game hard, it would be this Mordekaiser getting ahead. Wave in a good spot for this Jack's pathing bot lane.
Good
Let's get
damage.
spotted out on that ward. Terry taking another big trade, does have that level advantage. Tenchi TP back to lane after the death already on half HP.
A very deceptive shield from Terry's Mordekaiser. If he can push this in and recall, he's got massive tempo for his lane. Especially assuming both junglers are pathing bot. Cameron really does like watching this top lane brawl plan out.
Oh, and Cam's gonna get
Oh,
caught out. He does have the spell shield in time, and Chop using his flash so early into the game.
but no one
Missed
really cares about the jungler's flash, right?
potentially a bit of miscommunication between the Racketeers mid jungle duo. That spell shield's still up, but Chop is here
And
running top lane,
Terry is
followed
getting
closely
ganked.
behind by Riverfisher, and Tenchi's gonna go in. Terry trying to use the W to stay alive, but
Nice.
it's not going to be enough. Riverfisher not going to be able to find the stun onto Sion.
And another
And
fight
that
down bot with Blitzcrank hooking in, but nothing gets.
it's going to be a kill
Where's the...
returned to this Sion. He is very much back into the game now. I'll see this Sion. If this Vayne does get fed, be a bit of a non-factor in the game. Enix is going to get hooked, but
Nice combo from Void's bot lane there to chunk out Enox.
going to be able
However,
to
they
get
are
that
getting
Judgy.
Fritter.
going in on Scott, but not quite able to find that W. And big CS lead actually for Scott in the spot lane.
Which is surprising because of the range. But
My god, is this mid lane matchup cringe.
don't you enjoy seeing the Renekton E in to get Q, and then nothing happened because...
Harry finding himself in trouble for the second time in a short period. Gonna tick over to level 6, not going to be able to get that Death Realm off in time. And he falls behind after a good start. Slight advantage in favor of Racketeers, a 1k gold lead, largely helped by that CS difference in mid lane as well. And Chop.
Good for Chop. Very proactive.
Very proactive early on in the game. We've known him to be very, very good this season so far in the few jungle games he's had. And this Morg, once she starts getting towards that BFT, this wave is going to be completely impossible to play for Renekton.
Oh, but
and he does break the shield and the ignite! It's gonna be enough! Really, really well played from the Renekton. Using that ult to break off the shield, and then the W goes through. I'm not sure if that was an empowered W, and it did work how we thought it might, but whatever he did, it was enough to get through that shield.
That was... I don't think anyone was expecting that.
This mid lane gold gap absolutely exploding. The feats of strength, at least the warfare feat, going over to Racketeers. A really big advantage in this game. It's going to be the dragon as well. Now RKT very, very much in the driving seat in game 1 here.
Ocean Drake as well. Don't want that with a...
Ham's going to find himself caught out. It's a big Amumu ult in the bot lane. Bekla 1 HP flashing into the pit. Enix trying to escape with his life, but Scott's going to get caught out by the bandage toss. The exhaust goes down. He's going to be able to get away with his life. Rack stuck in a world of hurt on this top side. Going to be able to find Bekla. The Morgana ult not quite enough to save Bekla, and it's going to be a Drake and another kill and a burnt flash cleanse on the Vayne, all in favor of Racketeers, and Void falling apart slowly in this early game.
Huge skirmish there for Racketeers. This might be another kill over to Rack.
My god, this damage is crazy.
2 kills up, 20 CS. It's not looking good for Camo in this neutralizing pick.
Ult. Just about to come back up, ignite. Maybe another 40 seconds. I don't think Cam is able to stay here. Obviously Renekton can't quite trade 1 for 1 into this tower because of his... He's gonna flash in! And it's gonna be enough, and he is going to die because the binding is going to land. And like I said, not a worth 1 for 1. Does get the wave in, but it's a shutdown over to this Morgana. And the Jinx ult from base is enough to get Riverfisher off of those grubs, running towards Terry. Trying to be saved. Chop finds himself in a bad spot. Mordecai's ult's going to go down, and that is a very, very strong Mord out of that Death Realm.
Yep.
Void taking 2 positive plays on this top side.
Tenchi knows it. Enix knows it. I would back away from that humongous Mordekaiser right about now.
Harry going to catch out Tenchi. He might try and dive for the wave here. Does still have that flash available. He's going to hold it. He's going to get out without having to use it at all. This matchup, I think, is only going to get harder and harder as the game goes on. Potentially...
Might be a dive angle here. Oh.
Is there to help his top laner. Terry finds himself in a bad position to a jungler gank for the 3rd time in 9 minutes.
Set up.
Curse of the Sand Mummy is available. He's going to use the bandage shots to keep him in place. Curse of Stab Mummy goes down, and Terry is going to fall, not keeping track of the jungler, but on the other side of the map, Void making up for that mistake. A kill onto this Vayne, and she is going to really start snowballing now. It's a nice hook from Bekla. The Rylai's unlocked for the Mordekaiser, where his champ really starts to grow into this game.
Especially sticking to those heavy melees. I mean, the front line of Racketeers, although they have an Ocean Dragon.
Oh, and he flashed in the way of the Scion ulti, who's going to flash away. I don't think that is worth the flash for flash. Scion going to get away just about with his ult in combination with the flash, and
I simply cannot comprehend the decision making of some of these players.
You're going to start worrying about Scott in these team fights later on. He's very far ahead in the Scott lane.
And Blade will be hurting that Scion immensely when it's finished.
Yeah, as well, on top of that. I mean, the Jinx as well, though, can get away with being a little bit behind if she gets the resets in fights that she needs. But I think Tenchi, now that that Hollow Radiance has been purchased, it's going to be a lot harder to break him out of lane.
Doing a superb job bot lane with the Blitzcrank pick to apply the pressure to deny that farm bar.
This Vayne is, if I can ask Davis to press X for a moment. He's not feeling it, unfortunately.
We will never know the gold difference between these ADCs at this current time.
Actually a shutdown onto Tenchi. He is just taking no damage from this Mordekaiser. A very long set of trade. It's going to be a bit of a fight in the bot lane. The Curse of the Sad Mummy just about to be available. I don't think they're going to need it. Chop finding another kill. He is absolutely everywhere on this map. And still somehow has a huge CS, putting on a clinic. Going to get hooked towards the tower, but he's going to get out with his life. I don't think he needed to use his flash there. Maybe he was worried about the condemn.
No, Chop flashed in for the Q.
Oh, did he? Oh.
Yeah, he flashed aggressively. Very aggressive flash. Tried to catch Scott off guard.
My mistake. At the second Drake of the game, Rack underneath Chameleon's tower. The Morgana is going to go down. He's going to be able to use a double E to get out, but I don't think he's going to have enough to survive this. Rack overextending for the second time this game. That's 4 Darksteel stacks over to this Morgana. Some nice damage onto the Mordekaiser from Tenchi. Amumu is so far ahead. This Jack's just getting pushed out of this game slowly.
It's very sad to see.
Scott is so far ahead, but I don't know if he has sufficient protection from his team with these scorelines.
I mean, the last thing you need are tanky front lines to get through on as an ADC.
Yeah.
I mean, it is easier for Vayne as it is other ADCs, but...
And Perry, again, is going to get caught out by a gank. The Death Realm is going to go down. Riverfisher is here to try and turn the 2v2. This person, the Sap Mummy, is perfectly timed from Chop the Farmer. And while Scion is going to die, I think it is going to be another winning play for Racketeers on the top side of this map. Big advantage RKT once again. The gold lead stretching to, I can't really, about 1.6k.
And most of it does seem to be in the mid to top side.
I think this Morgana later on in the game, just after the Black Shield goes down, is just the value, I think, of the pick is going to go down slowly. It's the more move speed you have.
And Chop, yet again, posturing for another gang.
And Chop is, the bandage toss is just going to go wide. Cam flashing away. I think that was completely unnecessary, but that probably the best Chop could have looked for out of that gang, even though he did miss the bandage toss. Again, as we see, almost every single game for Racketeers at the moment, Chop is just completely 1v9. Rack dodging out on that bind. It is a bit scary being in lane for both of these players on this HP. All it takes is one mistake for either of them. And the flash is going to go down. He's just about going to have enough damage. A solo kill. A third solo kill, actually, I think that is. For Rack.
And the third solo
it's a
kill with a surprise flash as well.
Yeah, it's very, very well played. And Terry, he is just not learning. It's every single time the same thing. I think he's going to be able to escape with his life from this one. But he has to start paying more attention to the other lanes.
That does give Racketeers the advantage for this objective.
Yeah, but this Vayne is just so far ahead. Does have that cleanse up for the Curse of the Sand Mummy later on. I think the only thing I can see causing Racketeers' problem right now is this Vayne.
Rack's rotated down bot. Up to neutralize the bot lane.
It's so far up. The river completely covered in vision. I don't know if this lane assignment is ideal for Racketeers. Riverfisher waiting in that brush.
No, a point to be made though is even though Scott is massively ahead on this Vayne perk, how ahead is he of the curve of the 4-2 Renekton and a 3-1 Amumu? I mean, CC from either of those could be deadly in a skirmish.
Kaiser catches Tenchi out with that E, but it just has so much magic because it's taking absolutely no damage. Terry barely even winning these trades, if even at all. Gonna pull him back in. It's gonna be a lot of damage going down onto him now. The rocket's gonna go up, and Terry going to get caught by it. Tenchi goes in with the ult, and it's enough. A 5th death for King Terry in this game after what started so well has become a complete disaster. The flash forward is going to catch out. Scott, the Curse of Sand comes in as well. The tenacity from the cleanse is enough, and he's going to miss the bandage toss. Scott just about leaving with his life, but the Herald is going to go down. Void absolutely do not have what they need to fight this Drake, and it's going to be soul point over to Racketeers, surely.
Rift Herald charge as well.
A Vayne with no sums or ult, the only saving grace for this fight, and they're not going to take it.
No,
Chop the farmer playing on an absolute clinic every single objective almost. And they're going to go in for the fight anyway! No Curse of Sand available. Jujurok's going to be able to escape with his life just about. Riverfisher finds him on the backline. Gwen caught out by the Amumu, and she's going to fall. Deathram onto Amumu. Mordekaiser completely taken out of this fight for the time being. Going to be a 3v3 down to a 3v2. Sion and Rack, the only ones left here. I think it's going to be a winning fight for Void. They're focusing down the Mordekaiser. He is so low, but he's not going to fall. He gets the flash away. Riverfisher finding the kill onto Rack, and it's going to be a winning fight for Void. An ace in what looked like trying times, and they've actually pulled ahead in gold now. A really, really well played fight from Void from so far behind. And a lifeline in what looked like it could be a very, very short meeting of these two teams in Game 1.
Absolutely. I mean, that was a hectic fight, and I can't even describe it. Absolutely lost. Amazing, though, from Void to pull through when being behind and ace Racketeers.
Yeah, absolutely.
What they need, especially with this tempo here in the mid lane. They need to start denying objectives.
Really, really well played fight from Chameleon in particular.
Yeah, I think the last thing they need is a Racketeers with a soul.
Yeah, it is going to be the Chemtech Soul as well, which I believe is one of the ones you can maybe get away with not having it relative to the other ones. I mean, with this team comp though, with all the melees, that reduced damage when they're falling low is really scary. Judgy might be in trouble in mid lane here. And Mumu posing for a gank has been spotted out on that ward. They know he's there. Becla gonna hook and chop, playing with fire.
Chop does not care if he gets hooked up.
Really nice movement from
Maybe
Rack.
he's welcoming it.
Rack is going to go in. The Death Realm is going to go down. The Renekton ult comes out as well. And I think Mordekaiser is going to have enough to win out on this fight in the long run. And it's a solo kill. In top lane for King Terry. Another advantage for Void. Bekla.
Also playing with fire, trying to get some wards into the enemy's jungle.
Racketeers turning their attention to this Atacon fight in top lane. I don't think you want this, Void. The Curse Attack is going to go in. All their resistance is being reduced by the Atacon. And Chop is going to fight both of them. And the Atacon absolutely go into Racketeers. It's a completely grief TP from Chameleon, going to trade his life away for absolutely nothing. And the Scion ult is going to go down. They want all of it. Bekla going to be the next victim of this Racketeers massacre. And what was a building advantage for Void has been completely thrown away. Gwen Skatani getting caught out in mid lane as well. The cleanse is going to come down, but I think the healing and the shielding from the Rakan is just going to be too much.
Scott, you can't go in there when your team is dead. No.
And it is the not even the UNL Classic.
The UNL special, that is.
League of Legends special on the Atacon throw.
Win a team fight, have the momentum, throw it all away at Atacon, give it away.
And now I think Racketeers.
They're in the driving seat, for sure.
Gun to the head of Void. Just waiting on one more fight to pull the trigger.
And no doubt, Rack will be applying immense pressure down the bot lane to get separate the members.
And despite Scott having a big lead early on in this game in farm and kills, and that early kill, sorry, those two fights Jinx has pulled very, very far ahead, and the only advantage for Void is completely gone. Bekla and Jasmine waiting in this river for Enix. He's going to be able to get away with his life. Just not enough damage with those two characters. And the last dragon for Racketeers is going to spawn. They're going to walk into the river. They're very, very grouped. This could be a big Amumu ulti. It's going to go down. Rakan going in as well. Jasmine going to be able to escape with her life, courtesy of that black shield. Mordekaiser ult not quite enough to finish off Enix, and Racketeers taking down Void one by one. Rack in the backline going to fall, but not in vain. Scott flashing away.
Judgy allowing to free hit.
And Judgy
get excited.
Picking up that triple kill. I think.
And with the wounded Vayne, that is a free soul for the side of Racketeers.
That will spell the end of Void in this first game. Barring any major throws, excuse me.
I think now is the time to, reset mental, form a plan for second game, don't get too tired.
Yeah, 7k gold lead. Pretty insurmountable, I might say. A couple of pointers that we maybe need to look towards next game are Maybe
Respecting junglers, I think, is one of them.
yeah,
Especially
maybe more vision laid out around top lane.
more
Maybe
vision, respecting
less
ganks.
less optimistic first pick Jax. Maybe it looks like an absolute nightmare to play into this team as a jungler. And maybe if it was picked top, he could be running down the side lane trying to pull the Scion away from the team, but he's just not able to get on top of anyone in this
It's a
game.
very comforty pick for
Yeah, no, she's
for
very, very
Knight.
good at the champ, but it's just against these characters, it just looks so difficult. Chop actually opting for a Zhonya's next. That Curse of the Sad Mummy has a very, very high AP ratio.
Yes, when you're that ahead and you're in the driving seat, I'm not going to question not going tank, especially when
Yeah.
the only person is a tank buster. You might as well just do as much damage as possible. Try to one-shot the Vayne,
Yeah, bit of a
which I
wet noodle fight.
100% believe.
Oh, and he has accidentally used it. Well, ain't that swell? Void have the numbers advantage up here. Jinx is a
We
little
need
bit
a
closer
we
at
need a
this point.
post-game interview for that one. Was that just flexing it because they're ahead?
Terry is going to get caught out again. The death realm going to go down onto Rack 96, who's going to get away with his life, but that is a big cooldown in favor of Racketeers that is completely gone. And Judgy Rocks is going to get caught out, and it's going to be a kill over to Scott. And now, the complexion of this coming Baron fight is very, very different to what it was 10 seconds ago.
Yeah, especially with the Fed ADC nowhere to be seen on Death Timer.
Oh, but Racketeers are going to try and collapse, and they're both going to get caught out. It's another huge Curse of the Sad Mummy. Bekla going to be the first to fall. Vayne completely
Vayne can't
separated
get
from her
in.
front line. She cannot auto-attack anything. Jasmine going to try to jump to her, but they're both going to fall. It's a second brief TP in a row from Void, and Terry not actually going to be able to... he is,
to go
in
down,
fact,
yeah.
going to fall. Kamakuni trying to go in with that crucial Morgana ultimate. Tenchi trying to get away, but it's not going to matter. The flash forward from King Terry, but it's going to be in vain, and that is a second ace of the game for Racketeers. The attention now turned onto the Baron, and if it wasn't over before, it is most definitely over now.
The Baron. Now this is going to be a very quick Baron with all of them hitting, especially the Jones.
I did notice I pointed out in chat, I don't actually think Phoenix has used a different summoner spell this game. Maybe would have fared a lot better with the Guardian instead.
I have not been paying attention to that. It might as well be the case. Like...
Ah, that was just letting us know that X doesn't work.
Oh.
That's probably why. And here we are. Now.
Phoenix
Yeah, I mean,
second jungler.
Huge gold leads in jungle and in mid lane. Top and support, or top and ADC, excuse me, quite even. But obviously they're the characters you need to be ahead.
Yeah, all it takes is Racketeers to get one good Curse of the Sad Mummy on. And that's not who you want to hook, Bekla.
Yeah, he's going to get caught. He's just... yeah, there's just nothing they can do in this game. It's just so... all so far behind.
No, they just need to be patient, play the split push game with Rack on side. Very aggressive tumble forward. Chop fishing for those Qs on the only priority target of Void currently.
Are you trying to pick a fight with Rack here? Rack is so strong. The Dominus is going to come out. It's going to be enough to make him fall. The Morgana ult going to come out, but it's not going to matter. Scott can survive the Scion ult, and Racketeers 1 by 1 take down Void. And that is
game.
most definitely game. A dominant display in game 1, it has to be said, for Racketeers.
12k gold lead at the end.
Particularly in the jungle.
Yeah.
Phenomenal performance put in by Chop the Farmer. And we look towards game 2.
Oh dear. Terry's Cassandra. I've been on the receiving end of that. So
Okay, in the context of the game, I don't think Batman could save this Void draft. This is just...
I mean, that's what you get for drop, though. It does punish weaker players. I mean, like, to an extent, I know a lot of people have been feeling it in Game 3, myself included, in last week's losers. I was down to, like, none of my champ comfort. Like, once the Ari's gone, the Syndra's gone, you don't want to pick Malzahar because
It does feel like
clashes
a
with
bit
your
of
bell.
a... It feels like a random bit of like a just balls to the wall, fuck it, we ball, right? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think Syndra would have been better here. Or like,
Fine. This is an
or
okay
another
Syndra.
mage. I think you can do double.
I mean, the Malphite Vi is scary, but like if you're playing well, Syndra's like playable here. It's not great. I think Gallia would have been fine, but then obviously you need like a little bit more damage from your top laner, maybe.
Yeah, I don't think you can pick Galio against with Volibear Cassandra. I think
Right,
that is actually just there.
my head is saying the Void are going to get their skulls caved in this game. My heart is saying that I want a game 3.
I think everyone who is spectating this wants a game 3, just because it is so much nicer to watch than a 2-0 stomp. But I'm not fit. There's no way Rack is trying to. No. Rack is already trying some nonsense with the enemy jungler. No, he's just warded. Okay.
I think what we're seeing there is the you can tell that he's not a mid lane player with that ward.
Yeah, you're meant to ward.
There is
There
an efficient way depending on your matchup to ward at the start of the game from mid lane. That is definitely not it, but it doesn't matter. It's only a couple of minions.
And they've got vision on the Volibear, so they know it's passing top. So hopefully Enix Joji should be able to make use of that information, as well as Tensha. I would.
Oh.
Nice reflect.
Oh,
into a flag.
It's gonna have to flash away. I don't know if the Mel quite has enough for the execute. Does not. Might I just add, this Nidalee just looks so disgusting to play against.
It does.
Okay, Phoenix has to back here. He's gonna die. Oh, and Cam is caught out in no man's land. He's gonna dash in, but he's gonna go for the ultimate one and he's gonna win, and it's gonna be a 1-for-1 trade. Has the TP up, ultimately a winning play for the Void mid laner, and a genuinely impressive display of knowing your champ's limits, I would say. Because I thought that W in was absolutely insane. I thought he was killing himself, but he just about had enough damage.
I mean, Corki is notorious for having early game oppressive damage, but
Yeah.
I mean, still does not deny the fact the draft looks wonky.
If the Corki gets ahead, I think it's safe. The Corki was always my problem, but I mean, it's still a 1-for-1. It's not ideal. It's just so crazy that Nidalee is like able to do this in the middle of a minion wave.
Yeah,
Vi
but she gets
is here.
healed, sure.
And Cam doesn't have flash, and Cam is going to get caught. Riverfisher is here, but it's not going to be enough. Cam is going to fall. Rack, the E-heal, going to be just about enough to keep him alive, but not for very much longer. The flash in from Riverfisher to finish off that kill. And he's going to take this 1v1 Chop the Farmer,
You
not
don't
going to win it.
this with Robo.
If the E came down in time, might have been a different story, but
Very nice gang though from
Feat of Warfare awarded
Oh.
to Racketeers. Chop finds himself in
No Man's
no man's land a little bit. Return kill for the Corki. A nice 400 goal shutdown. Could be worse. Obviously, feats is your concern as far as that fight goes.
Another thing for Void to look out for is I just think what they do outscale, it's going to be a while before that happens.
Yeah, I don't think either team scales.
I think the
Insanely
Mel
well.
Cork is going to be strong with the front line they have, but
Yeah, it's not
just
like it's not like a crazy advantage to one side though.
yeah, but right, Racketeers just has such a go button with Mel fight VAR, and I do feel sorry for the for the carries in these team
Yeah.
fights.
I always like these drafts in UNL. They're very easy to execute. The game plan is very clear. You just
It
run with
just
them.
sucks to play against. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, it's never fun being on the side of a one-mode combo. Hey,
God,
Mel
that
fight
idle
all.
healing is just absurd. Rocks are completely out of mana. Don't think they know that the Jax is there.
Oh, very aggressive all in. Camera, little mana, but no, I do hope that Void learned from their mistakes from last game and do put a bit of respect on Chop's games. We saw Terry succumb to probably one too many,
Rack
I
going in
feel.
on Cam, a lot of damage, but for sure there. Get her mid lane into safety. Chop's going to go over the wall. They don't know that Bekla is here. He's going to have to turn around for this fight. Farmer taking a lot of damage here. Rack going to be able to get away, and nothing more going to come from this fight. Chop giving up that Raptor camp in way of... Oh!
That was disgusting.
And River Fisher going to get caught out. The Malphite
No, and the Malphite ult
enough. And the wave...
missed play by Beckler, no.
The wave stuck top lane. Nothing Terry can do about that. And it's another cheese from Racketeers.
That was a very cheesy spear though. That just didn't look like it was. No.
Yeah. Tenchi caught out a little bit by King Terry here, but Chop is here. Terry's still poising for this fight. Rocks might be in trouble here. Camera panning up towards top lane. Terry is going to take this fight with Chop.
He's not
Going
yielding.
to go in. The all out is enough.
1v2.
The vital coming out as well. He's not going to be able to finish him off. And Terry having to run away for his life. I don't think he's going to be quite able to get out of this one.
Dodges the spear.
He will. And Cam's going to go in. Void really want this fight. Rack with a ton of healing. The sound effect from that healing is so obnoxious, by the way. Judgy on the bottom side of the map didn't have enough to kill him. Did I say Jax? I think I said Jax.
You said Jax earlier.
I meant Volibear. Oopsie. Did you guys not see the Jax ASU? He looks like a polar bear now. Terry, very low. Tenchi completely out of mana though. He's going to get caught by that Q3. Terry, not quite enough to keep up with Tenchi following that flash. Got some really big damage from Rack. I think Cam is in a little bit of trouble here. The Ignite's going to go down. The tick, and the auto attack is going to be enough to finish him off. And I think that gold lead might start building up now in mid lane. It's been a chaotic early game
That
for the
be.
two of them.
You can say that again. It's been very chaotic. We've just been fighting on
This
all
fight's
three
still
sides.
going on in top.
Just get the wave and back potentially. You don't need it.
This wave.
Camera's in for more.
Cam, some
He engaged
huge
straight
damage
from
from
the
here. I
team,
don't
bro.
think he quite will have enough to finish off the Nidalee. Base TP from Terry, and these grubs are up. Chop onto them straight away. Jasmine not quite enough to get into this fight. Trying to finish off that red buff. The Seraphine row may be redundant.
It's nice for a little added protection, but I definitely think.
The big blue TP coming in here. Terry going to look for the fight, not going to be able to collect any of the grubs. Still looking to
Or is it a
fight.
1v1 for his life?
Taken.
Oh,
All out's gonna go out. Chop Thrower has to flash over the wall to safety. No one gonna die here. Spear on the way out.
a nice parting gift. Or trying to contest.
That BFT finish for Mel in bot lane. A lot easier to clear those waves and potentially look to try and move across the map somewhere. I think this is where this top lane matchup is going to start becoming a little bit miserable. Judgy not in any danger to this Volibear gank. A lot invested into the bot side by Void at the moment. Gold lead sitting at about 1500k. 1500k? 1500.
Where did it all go wrong for, for them to have a 15k goal? 11 minutes. Good heavens. Pace is slowed down, adrenaline is lowered, no objectives. There's surely no need to fight unless you can absolutely kill your opponent.
Nice
like
trade
Terry
on
is.
technology here. That Supple Force, I was gonna say, is available if he wants to get out, but he doesn't. Terry running for his life. This fight has been turned, and it's just gonna be the solo kill for Tenchi.
Tenchi solo killed Terra.
Terry, I must say, has had an absolute nightmare today in both games.
I can agree with that. There's been some questionable fights. Perhaps being overconfident in his own ability fighting Tencha.
Lichbane now completed for this Nidalee. The Vagar V2 build I previously mentioned went BFT into Horizon Focus. So I don't know how different this is. I guess it's a little bit more kill threat probably.
Yeah, but we know Rack loves to weave in his autos as its playstyle of playing middle. So.
Fisher gonna get caught out by that spear.
Those will be starting to hurt sooner or later.
No dragon up for another 10 seconds. The map was bugged, so I made a mistake. Both teams preparing for this Chemtech Drake. Rock almost getting caught out in mid lane there. River Fisher might be caught out in jungle here.
And
the hook is actually going to go down onto Enix. Bekla finding out Chop. The reflect doesn't come out for the Seraphine ult. The cease and desist going down onto Vi, but he is just going to fall. 1-0 right now in favor of Racketeers, and the hook goes over the wall for the Seraphine, but it's not enough. These health bars of Void so low. Not enough to get anything done. Mel is very strong. Same thing as last game.
Well, Mel might be strong, I don't think it is enough though to quite get the Drake. Heavy trading mid from that.
Expect Mouse to come to help his mid laner out, but the Ignite's going to go down, and Cam!
Flash him.
That was a flash. I mean, it worked, right?
Uh,
Admittedly, is dead. Sande's still mostly winning out on trades in the top lane. Could be a little bit of
looks like
trouble here.
bot
The
lane is out
TP
of
is going to
position.
come down for Void. Corky is here. Riverfisher
Flash cube.
finding out Twitcherox with the stun. Enix going to be able to escape with his life, but in vain of his ADC. And now that Caitlyn being pushed behind. It's a bit of a disaster for Racketeers and Void finding their way into this game with these picks. The second Drake completely opposite to what happened last game.
Yeah, completely given over to the side of Void. But
Mel looking towards the Leandries next. These thresh hooks have been quite good this game from back there. My god, that Corky damage is just insane. Enix trying to collect this wave under tower. I don't think he realizes how much kill pressure this Mel actually has.
one more.
He's going to find out.
Oh.
She's going to run away. Does not want to trade 1-for-1 with this Caitlyn.
Yes, the Kate reflect. Mel reflect.
I find it really funny. People seem to enjoy pretending that that ability just doesn't exist.
Yeah, the amount of times people are like, I think my favorite
Cam
interaction.
going into melee range with this Nidalee has enough damage to make her back away.
Yeah, I think my favorite interaction, what I can see in this game, is the reflect headshot. There's always a surprise.
That Kane had completed. Neither top laner now able to deal any damage to each other. Oh, there might be kill pressure here if the Mel ult is up. He does have the mana. It's not quite enough. Look at that Caitlyn's health bar.
Single digit, surely. That is. And
I don't
Beckler
actually think he needed to
wanting
flash there.
them.
Because Beckler have the ignite. He does, but he's not going to get range. Volibear running for this fight. It's a very, very big Seraphine ult. The Malphite ult to combo with it, and it is going to be a very quick kill onto this Volibear. Excuse me. King Terry now, the next victim on this Racketeers hit list. All out. And the flash is why would you flash Terry?
Very nice CC
So,
chain followed.
it's just nonsensical. These random fights. It was happening in the first game too. Just like your Mel is bot. She's the only one on your team with gold. I mean, even the Corky is strong, but you're missing both of them. It's a 2v3, and they have really nice lockdown with the Seraphine Malphite.
Seraphine Malphite decimated that team
It's
fight.
just nonsensical. Chop having to flash away. Riverfisher maybe arrived on his screen a bit quicker than he thought he would. Tenchi going to have to pay the price for this overextend. Or is he? The Mel Q's ticking over. It's just going to be one more, but he's going to use the ult to finish him off. And I think for what you got with that Herald and everything, I don't think you hate that death too much if you're Racketeers.
No, and it's only for the Malphite, which in the grand scheme of things isn't needed until, you know, a next big fight. It could be a lot worse. Well, what do we have here? Is Rack split pushing already? I'm surprised we haven't seen more of that from him this game. I feel like not a lot of people can answer him in this side lane. What do you think, Ben?
I think I lost focus and wasn't paying attention. That being said, Riverfish are going to get caught out by the cease and desist. Cam is going to be the one to pay for it, but the Encore is going to catch out the Volibear too. The Mel damage is absolutely huge here. This could be a very, very dangerous fight for Racketeers if they go too far. Big, big damage coming out from the Mel. The root goes down as well, but he's not going to be able to ult because the Malphite ult straight on top of her. King Terry catching out Rack 96 on the backside of this fight. King Terry now still going. Chop the Farmer goes in, but he's going to lose all his HP instantly. It's a 4v3. I forgot to speak for half of that fight, excuse me. And now the Vi is very, very accelerated off that fight. Next dragon is up in 10 seconds. And Void, they should be happy to give this, but I don't know if they will be. They're going to TP straight out of base. If the Mel is here, it's definitely fightable.
They're coming in.
Seraphine ult not quite back up. In fact, all the ults missing for Racketeers. That Mel ult, the Threshold, and I was going to say the Corki ult. Mel's and Threshold still up for Void, and Racketeers are getting forced out of this Dragon Pit. This could be a disaster if Void are allowed to stack with 3 dragons. Unstoppable Force, just a few more seconds up on that. Bekla going to be able to catch out Chop the Farmer with the hook, and the fight begins. Malphite ult coming back up right about now, but he's going to get caught out and he's not going to have time to use it. It's a disaster for Racketeers. They're still going to look for this fight. Cease and desist just became available. The Caitlyn ult is there too. Trying to win out on this one fight. The hook is going to catch out the Seraphine. He's going to have to flash away. Big ult in from Volibear as well. Chop the Farmer diving straight into the pit, finds the cease and desist onto the Mel, but the reflect is too much and he's going to fall. The redemption going to go down. It's not going to be able to save the team, and the dragon goes to Void. They continue looking for the fight. Judgy Rocks is next to fall, and it's a 4-0. Make that a 5, and they're going to look towards
Baron.
The Baron is not up yet. It's going to be the Arakan.
Okay.
And that is exactly what Void needed. This Mel damage is absolutely insane. Chop went in completely alone. The reflect just ignoring the entire engage combo.
Very well played there to play that fight very slowly on the side of Void, waiting for the right opportunity, bursting down the front line to prevent a re-engage.
I don't know if Vi had the Sterex for that fight, but if he didn't, it's going to make a really big difference now, because he is just getting blown up as soon as he goes in. I think the big mistake there was Tenchi. If they had that Unstoppable Force, it might have been enough for the cease and desist to get out that reflect, but once it's down...
Tenchi just had to play a bit safer and just provide time for that ult. They were all posturing so close.
Now Void really are in a winning position in this game, and unfortunately it's looking like the Nidalee curse that Rack has had over his head since he joined the league is going to continue. Phoenix not quite enough to catch him out. The hook just pixels away. This one is going to land, however. Not quite enough. Not enough time for this Mel to get her damage off. This one, however, will, and this is a very, very, very dead Caitlyn. I think Phoenix might be next to fall, but the Q's are going to land. Bekla's going to land a second hook. And Rack is going to die on bot side as well. It's a series of reportable offenses from Racketeers. They got away with getting hooked the first time. I don't know why you would stay. It's a complete disaster, complete pandemonium for Racketeers in this game too.
More. You hate to say it.
And I cannot believe we are staring down the barrel of Cam and Chameleon having 100% win rate on Corki. As I say that,
as he gets
very
double ulted
oh
by Caitlyn.
no! And
Ah,
here it comes. Terry going to try and use the all-out to get out, but Malphite is here to cover this disengage. And Terry going to pay for the sins of his mid laner with his life. Again, using Flash when he's already dead.
then we might be able to count in the double digits the amount of grief TPs that are going to happen this series if we get to a game 3.
3 pairs of Merc Shreds for Void.
I mean, by the looks of it, you're gonna need them.
The game has all of a sudden become tense again.
You can definitely feel it in the air. Now's the time
The
where
goal lead
death
is 2k.
timings start to add up. One mistake here could mean Baron.
Yeah,
In him.
the goal lead is 2k, but at this point in the game, it's not insurmountable. Not negligible, especially when it's all this. Wow, that Corky damage is absolutely disturbing.
Does not
Rack going to try and get away, but the Rocket's going to catch him out, and Rack is having an absolute nightmare this game. Might not be in vain, however. Racketeers turn their attention to the Baron. I don't think they have anywhere near enough time for this, though.
It's in
The
Corky,
Caitlyn
we
traps
believe.
haven't been set up. And Mel is here with very, very deep pockets. The Chop is going to go in, he's going to go with the season assist, and the Mel gets caught out by the Encore. It's a huge Malphite ult. Racketeers have played this fight to absolute perfection. Mel is going to fall. Camera Chameleon still so much gold in this fight. The hook going to go down onto Chichi Rocks, and he's going to fall. It's another really big fight for Void. Bekla playing out of his mind this game. Riverfisher going to fall, but it's not going to matter. It's a triple kill for Bekla.
Can it be the quadra? He flashes in for the Q, he misses.
And Enix is just going to escape with his life, and oh my god, have I seen an absolutely disgusting use of every summoner spell in the game this series.
If it isn't a inting flash, it's an inting teleport. Just unfortunate for Racketeers. They played the start of that fight what looked to be insanely well.
Oh, and Enix gets caught out before the soul, and that's going to be game over.
Yeah, well played, Enix. Support things, am I right? Just tried to ward, get one shot.
A feeble attempt at a TP from Tension here. Bekla is very, very low, but it doesn't really matter. The Ensemble Force is going to catch out Scott. He's very, very low. The reflect going to go down. He doesn't have it available. This is going to find him. And Racketeers are going to find the fight. Camera Chameleon is going to be the next to fall. And Racketeers, from the absolute depths, have pulled the rabbit out of the hat again. And Void completely throw on their soul points. It's a quadra kill for Chop the Farmer. Oh my god. There is absolutely no way Racketeers have found a way to stay in this game.
They have, and it is by looking at the Mel and saying, I want that thing off my screen. Bye.
The gold lead now somehow is in favor of Racketeers. And they're going to turn their attention to the Baron. Oh, it's
cinema, really. I can ask for a better game to...
It's an absolute catastrophe for Void.
And after such a well-played team fight up top, just minutes before, I hate to say it.
Chop now with the GA and 4. I think the GA and the Sterax is... It's really going to cause some problems, because the issue that they've had in some of these fights is that when they get on top of the Mel, they just explode from all the Corki and the Volibear damage, but...
But you buy yourself a lot of time with those.
Cam is going to find Rack with the same trick 3 times in a row. But unfortunately, Nidalee is too balanced with that healing.
Riot, please remove that. Why does she have a heal? No one knows.
And now it is a very, very tense game state. Racketeer is making no use of this Baron, though, at all.
Yeah, I mean, Racketeers should really be doing the old reliable, which is 4-man mid, get the rack, split pushing, ASAP, apply pressure.
Oh, and Enix is going to
And
get caught
Enix
again!
is caught again.
Oh no, the ult is gonna... No, he didn't even need to use the ult, reflective, but Judge is going to be caught as well! Chop just about here in time to save his AD carry. And she's going to get caught by the hook next, but I don't think it's going to matter. He is too tanky. Oh no! Just with the ult over the wall, she's going to get caught, and that advantage that Void once had has once again been squandered.
Knocking on the door of mid lane. Inhibitor.
Unks are starting to feel Racketeers calling their name. Such a difficult situation for Void to get out of. Vi is going to go in, and the fight's going to start. It's a big encore, but it's an even bigger reflect. The cease and desist going to go down onto Scott. He's going to get caught by the Malphite ult. He's going to get caught by everything, and he is going to fall. Rack, so low. The healing is enough to just about keep him alive. It's only been one death so far in this entire fight. Cassante misses the Q, but he's going to be able to find him at the end, and Void are actually going to find the fight. It's a 3. It's a 3-2 for 5. Sorry, excuse me. And somehow the game
Carries are down, but you win the fight.
The game's swinging back in favor of Void once again.
This is very much like a pendulum.
The soul is up in 35 seconds. It is a monumental throw from Racketeers. They have a very quick Dragon 2. Mel going to just about be up in time for it.
Should to be after this word.
Chop letting Scott know what is on the menu for this Vi tonight.
Mel Madonna has been hit with probably 90% of all Vi ults this game. I think I've only seen one.
And she is going to get caught. This is an absolute disaster for Racketeers. Has to use that Unstoppable Force to get away, but now how are they going to get on top of the Mel? Buys them just about enough time.
One left engage for Racketeers.
Going to be about 40 seconds wait on that Malphite ult for it to come back up. I don't think they have the time for this. Dragon falling lower and lower. Do we back Chop in these smite fights? Going to get caught out by the all-out ults onto the Volibear, onto the front line. It's a big redemption going down. Who is going to get the trick? It's going to go to Void. They're going to get the soul. One down on each team now. Enix looks to get the fall, but it's Cam.
Cam's dead. Cam's down.
And Enix is going to fall too. It's a 3v3.
Mel is still alive.
Still up. Tenchi, the next victim of Void in this fight. Scott trying to get in. I don't think it's going to be the end of the game for Racketeers, but it's an absolute disaster again. stacking a number of those on top of each other this game, and Judgy going to fall to this Volibear. Rack trying to get into the fight. The Melot's going to be enough. It's going to be 2 more kills. This is such a fed Mel. Bekla as well, having the game of his life, and Void under all this pressure refused to give up.
They want the dinner date with Unks next week. That is for sure.
It's starting to look more and more like we're headed to a game 3.
I'm starting to believe as well. I mean, these team fights are looking increasingly hard. I mean, the Malphite ult used seconds prior to the Drake fight. The Vi is only doing so much with these engages, not enough follow-up there.
I think the Malphite ult being down was what truly was the losing of that fight for Racketeers. Void are going to take the Baron. Now, people from both teams have been getting caught out non-stop all game, but this is where it matters. You get caught now.
I mean, I don't know about that. I mean, it's mainly just been Enix, right? Enix, play behind your carries. Please. We don't need you to throw your team's lead. Very nice backlash from Job. I take back everything I've said.
Certain Fang. Try and get through this Mel. She does have a Zonias now, and I worry with the Zonias and the Banshees, it might be too little, too late. Rocketeers, everything in their power trying to shut down this Mel. But it's just not been enough.
It's looking like a repeat of GGL's last game.
Because the two comps are so brawly, it's actually really hard to tell what's actually happening in the fights.
No, you're absolutely right. 1 minute you
and
think,
Chop's gonna get caught out by the hook. He's had such a good series, and he's gonna fall to the Mellow. It's a huge assault, but it's not gonna matter. They have absolutely no damage. Caitlyn is doing nothing without this LDR. The all-out pulls him back into the team, and he's gonna fall as well. And it's going to be a 4-0 off of one hook, and that is going to surely now send us to game 3. Wow.
From the jaws of defeat, they bring victory.
I am big enough to admit when I'm wrong about the Kama Chameleon Corki. I take it back.
Racketeers' only saving grace is this is fearless and he can't have it next game.
And now, where do we find ourselves, team? If you have...
Wukong?
And it's the... Huh.
Is it a Wukong? Wait, yeah, no.
So
Wukong
that is an
Trundle.
Urgot mid against Trundle. Over the course of these 3 games, there has been... Actually, there has been 0 champs played in mid lane, where mid lane is the most popular position of the champ.
Wait, no, surely Corki is...
No, Corki's more popular bot than he is mid.
Oh, is it? Oh.
Yeah.
I thought it would be like very 50-50. Wasn't there one time he buffered his own pillar to stop him getting pulled by a blitzcrank? That would be interesting to see in this game against... Oh, no.
30 seconds until
How bro,
I mean,
the 6-7 in chat, how it feels to be 26 and on the internet.
I don't know what that means. I'll give it up.
Hey guys, what does 26? What does 67 mean?
I remember when 69 used to be funner.
There you go. There it is. There's the 26-year-old.
Oh my god, not 69. Bekla, you...
Oh, just about gets out with his life. That Wukong skin is absolutely hideous, by the way.
What Wukong skin is? I didn't really realise.
They are gained 3 AP.
Well, it's won. Racketeers have just won the game off that clearly. 3 AP, they win.
It's been a little while since I saw Vagar Cam getting that ward in level 1. I don't think you win a level 1 trade against this Trundle.
I don't think anyone wins a level 1 trade against a Trundle.
Well, there you go. There's one. There's an Urgot for you. He won a level 1
never
trade
mind.
against a Trundle. Obviously, the big win condition for the Urgot in most matchups tends to be that E. If you can land that.
Yeah, it does so much damage as well. Follows
But
up with passive
it's
shotgun.
just so risky. He
Well,
is
it
going to land it
pays
this
off.
time. The passive as well. So much damage from the passive. I actually think Urgot's he's ugly. I'd never touch him, but I think it's a pretty cool champ design, to be honest. But the way he
What do you
works, I
own?
think.
Oh!
Oh, Cat's going to win with the flash level
Flash!
2, and Rack is going to have to flash away, taking me completely by surprise. I do have to wonder. Does Rack know
Hammer is
the
out for
Warden's
blood.
nail tech?
So
and
is Terry by
can
the
she-
looks of it.
One more flash with the auto, maybe? Not quite enough. Tenchi gonna have to flash away. Terry not having to use his in response, and it's early advantage for Void here. And he's gonna go with the flash of his own. It's gonna be the first blood for King Terry. Lots of violence in the Void solo lanes.
Extreme violence. We love this.
And this Orin
Yeah,
might be
right.
difficult to get through without an ADC. They do have the Orin to shred resistances, but it might, or the Trundle, sorry, to shred resistances, but it might not be enough. Lilia breaking her script just a little bit to try and gank mid lane. Falls a tiny bit behind this Wukong and Fran now. Phoenix going to have to use that dredge line to get away from that Braum passive combination with Ash.
It's going to be a rough game for Nautilus this game, I feel. But it's all about providing protection for Judgy to hopefully, in a safer scale.
I think they could have gone with like a traditional ADC and an enchanter or something, and it might have been a lot better.
Yeah,
what
I think
traditional ADCs were left? If they had like a Zeri or a Gunara or something, I think it's pretty good this game.
yeah.
Harry is getting eaten alive in this matchup at the moment.
I think
Bit of
it
a tough
only
one.
gets once.
Bit
Yeah.
of a tough one for the Ornn. So it's not unplayable. It's not great.
I don't think Ornn is playable in this game, really.
Hey, go on. Ornn is quite chill here.
Trundle.
Oh, Cam's gonna miss that E. Trundle
Doesn't
still
matter.
doesn't have enough damage. Does make me wonder what the actual win con for Trundle is. If he can't win when Cam misses E.
I think the win con is 3 items. Split push. It's a possibility.
Dredge line just goes wet. Cam is very far behind though. Oh, and Terry's gonna fall in this gank. You never gank an Alawi. Did nobody tell him? It's gonna be a 1-for-1, but with how much time this Wukong invested top lane and the wave pushing away from Terry, I don't think
you're
it's
allowed
worth
to-
it.
I think you're allowed to gank Alawi. It's when it gets 6 is when
Yeah, it's
all
more just like a
things-
rule of thumb.
all hell breaks loose when Alawi has 6 because you have to just not get hit by a double.
Harassing this Wukong in
Hello.
the jungle. I don't think he wins this. He's gonna have to flash away. Terry, that E not quite connecting, and Cam
Still
not quite
at
level
the throat
6,
of
gonna
Trundle.
find himself in a little bit of trouble. I think this is a very, very dead Urgot with no flash. That is a big advantage for Racketeers. It's a big fight in the bot lane. Braum trying as hard as he can to block these Veigar projectiles, but it's not going to matter. Gwen Skatani having to flash away. Bekla limping away from what is a disastrous trade for the Void bot lane. Using that W on the minions. Racketeers, after a rough early few minutes, answering back all over the map. It has felt like that all series, right? That every time a team wins, they start winning everywhere on the map for some reason.
Yeah, and then objective happens, and then that all gets thrown out the window. Like last game.
Having to walk up really far for this wave against a Trundle is not ideal.
Especially when you're 20 CS down and he has a Vampire Acceptor.
I think this matchup in theory should be pretty good for Trundle if he's running him down, because obviously the Urgot E can't actually go over walls. Just like that, but Cam angles it in a way that will get him out alive. That Trundle ult is down. Urgot ult, with Urgot ult being available, it's nice for him, but he is 20 CS down. 7 minutes. I've been asking Cam to play his top laners in mid all season, but versus the top lane main, I don't know if it maybe the correct play. I don't know if he'll beat him by playing his game. A lot of damage onto him though. If Rack takes a tower shot here, that Urgot ult will be enough to execute.
Is this going to be a repeat of game 1?
Falling really far behind. Both top and bot staying relatively even. Veigar not opting in for the Archangels or the Roa this game, gonna go straight into what is most likely a Ludens. Versus a full AP, or almost full tank. I don't know if the Ludens is what you want. I don't know if there's very many answers for the Veigar into this game, to be honest. I don't know if he's able to build Blackfire, is he? I'm not sure. Doesn't sound like a particularly great user of it.
I think Blackfire is just a good item in general. I don't think it's
Can we get an R from Davis for the stack check on the Veigar? No. Lilia looking towards Grubs. She has top prio, she doesn't quite have mid prio. Oh, and he's gonna go in, but Cam is going to turn the fight. The ult is gonna go down, but the Trundle is gonna follow. He is just so tanky, and it's gonna be a second solo kill, and the feats of warfare going to Racketeers for the 3rd game in a row. King Terry, a big ult from Fishy going in with the ult as well. Chop is in a lot of trouble, and he's gonna fall. The Alawi ult is gonna go down. The Test of Spirit not quite catching out the Wukong. I think he's still going to die. Terry trying his best to save his jungler. But it's going to be, he flashes straight towards the Trundle. What on earth is he doing? Terry going to test it out, get away the exhaust. Going down to Trundle, but he's going to get it with the Test of Spirit. And Enix is here as well. Bekla going to have to get out with his life. Not very much of it, granted. But Cam running top to catch this wave. And that is a 4-0 Trundle.
Oh, Trundle. That is not what you want to see. That is not what you want to see if you're on the side of Void.
That's another test. That Test of Spirit just does so much damage. I think Cam might be dead here. If they so choose.
They'll probably just ignore him from the turret by the looks of it.
River Fisher is here. Cam might be able to bait this one. Rack is going to get flipped. And here comes Wukong. The pillar going to be able to get Rack away with his HP intact. I think Trundle may be sitting on Bork here. Normally you do get it at about 14 minutes.
A 10-minute walk is rough.
Big Arcade, very nicely placed. Get himself out of harm's way. Cam has 50 CS in 11 minutes. This game is not going how he wanted it to. He is going for what looks like a lethality option. Which I think may actually serve it. Oh, the Ash Arrow just went by my bedroom window. I think Digirock still may be dead.
That is going to Narnia.
Just about gets away. His support being absent for an extended period of time here. Don't think he had to walk up there. I think the wave was pushing into him.
The one thing I dread for the side of Void is team fights when it comes to just being arcaging of the AD Earth and
Yeah,
having
I mean-
a insanely fed Trundle ult your Ornn and just walk up to you menacingly, because that does not
Yeah.
sound like fun if you have no flash. That is.
He is going to be completely unkillable. Oh my god, damage. Oh, and Rack! Very nearly in range of that Urgot ult, but not quite. That healing, even without auto-attacking, is just insane. The Ornn ult going to come out. Rack is stuck in the mid lane camp, just about has the damage to finish him off, and Tenchi with the solo kill onto Ornn as well. Fights going on all over the map, and Chop, I think, actually should win this.
Just needs
Oh,
to fight it out.
he spaces the Cyclone perfectly. The E is back up in time, though. Riverfisher going to be able to get away just about. That Nautilus ult going to come in. A little bit of almost a miscommunication there between Chop and his support.
That Vigor is starting to scale up though. It does look like it's doing a lot of damage to this bot lane.
The Youmuu's finish for the Urgot. I mean, I suppose that gives Veigar a target to ult, right?
Yep.
Should you probably happy to see that there isn't 4 people building 5 HP items on the enemy team?
Yeah. I mean, I thought the traditional Urgot build would be like Stride Breaker into Black Cleaver.
Oh, the Subjugate's going to come out. Cam absolutely nowhere near enough damage to finish him off. Wukong is going to win as well, but I'm pretty sure Trundle's going to win this too. And that black hole in the middle of the map that is this Trundle dragging everyone towards him is getting stronger and stronger. Ekla might be caught out here. Does have that shield available, but I think he's going to be almost low enough for that. For that Veigar ult. Enix going to be able to walk away with his life here. Maybe not. Bekla going to go with the ult, and I think Scott's going to have enough damage for both here. The hook going in as well. The exhaust down onto Enix. It's going to be a 2v2 kill for the Void bot lane.
Very nice play by Scott, patiently waiting out the ability to feed on.
Ornn ult is going to come out looking for Rack 96 here. Does have that subjugate
do have
available, and
enough-
it's a huge healing burst by using it on the orange straight away. Kamachameleon is here to try and turn the fight. Does manage to flip Rack, but it's not going to matter because Racketeers have too much damage. And it's a triple kill for Ilawi. The 3-for-1 on the top side of the map. And we see for the 3rd consecutive game, it's all about this Racketeers mid-jungle. Not so much last game with the mid, but at least the top side. Scott trying to go in on this. Alawi gonna dash back over the wall. I don't think he quite wins this one. The flash from Scott's a very, very nice movement, and he's still gonna fall.
And it always gets
Shutdown
given to Braun.
goes over to Braum. You can hear Scott spam pinging it. Absolutely disgusted by what he's just played against. Enix showing
It
that
just
minion who's
doesn't
boss.
look playable. You have a 6-3 fed Alawi. You can't engage on it no matter what you try.
Yeah, and
As you
even though
said, black hole mid lane.
yeah, the gold lead stretching to 3.3k now after 16 minutes.
It's Racketeers games to lose. They are in the driver's seat.
And
Picked up Enix.
finds himself in no man's land. Trying to get out with that ulti, but it's not going to be enough. The TP coming down from, I believe that is Terry. Are we seeing another troll TP? We are seeing another troll TP. I think Terry
Has
maybe
anyone been
needs to...
taking count of those?
Terry maybe needs to...
I win the double digits.
Terry maybe needs to unbind both spells, I think, after this series.
Yeah, work on your fundamentals, mate. Let's never use splash, ever use teleport. I joke. I mean, I think the nerves get the best of some players when you see someone collapsing on your teammate in a best of 3. You think like, I need to help them, or else this game is just gonna get from bad to worse. And that's not what you want, especially
Yeah, I
when
think
you lose this game, you're out the tournament.
how do you kill this Alawi and Trundle is just the question I'm wondering about. What actually kills them?
I do not know that answer. I think you need to bait out the
Oh my
Alawi.
god, the 5 pairs of steel caps. And Rack has that hole breaker.
And we know what his game plan is this game.
Let's get tossed under tower. I think he's still gonna win this anyway. What on earth is that? Oh my god, that is absolutely disturbing.
Gained, what, 400, 500 HP from that ult?
Oh my, just absolutely one-shots it. This is where Rack is at home, by the way, what you're seeing in bot lane right now.
I know Rack's antics enough. He is playing this game with a smile on his face. He's like, no one can touch me, I'm going to...
Oh, it's going from bad to worse for Racketeers. For some reason, that Lily ult didn't go off there. The big cyclone for Jasmine, but it's not going to matter. The Ornn ult is going to come in, but I think he is just going to immediately fall as well. When they get rooted, they might not have the damage to kill him. They're going to have to flash away. And this is looking potentially like the most dominant win of the series.
I mean, they're already knocking on inhibs 20 minutes in. That's not a good sign for the carries of Void. We need to buy that time.
Gonna be soul point for Racketeers. Oh my god, Trundle has Frozen Heart. He is completely unkillable. What are you supposed to do?
Break the rules and surrender as early as possible.
Can we get a check on Trundle's armor? Davis may not be here.
It has to, well, as you said, he's unkillable. If he ults the Ornn, I don't think anyone is dealing damage to him. I think he heals more with autos than if, like, their entire team focus on. They just do not have the DPS.
I think even an Atacon throw might not be possible from this game state. They're gonna TP in for it anyway. It's a huge cage from Judgy Rocks, and I think this
Orn
could
comes
spell
out.
the end. It's an absolutely massive Orn ultimate, but they're still not losing the fight. Rocky just gets away with his life. Kamikina doing absolutely no damage to this Alawi, but she's gonna melt as well. And the Atacon going to be taken for Void. It's another Atacon throw! Another one!
Another Atacon throw, and before he dies to the chasing members of Void, he's going to take tier 2 top.
I think he's gonna get out with this, to be honest. Oh, no, Scott's mad.
That wasn't in Flash if I've ever seen it. That's a frustrated Skatana.
And it is a
And Scott probably isn't happy about that either.
big swing in gold. Back towards Void, but with no objectives up, the Atacon is going to where this advantage ends. They are still a little bit behind.
No, that was the best scenario for Void right there. Huge order. May have saved them the game. Well, we're in a low state
Now,
now. Everyone's catching waves.
This is tense. Oh, that was a perfectly played fight outside of the cage from Void's perspective, though. Don't know if how realistic that will be every time. Tenchi looking for Kama Chameleon. What on earth is Cam building?
I don't know. I need to consult the Urgot players of UNL collectively.
These two side lane warriors are just so difficult to deal with, but I don't know if they win like head-to-head team fights anymore with this Ornn Wukong Ashe and Braum. Trundle looking for someone on the bot side. Tenchi going to get the kill on top lane, and Rack is going to find Terry on the bot side of the map too. Scott is here to help, but Rack is so tanky. He is just about going to fall.
All that CC.
Void trying to turn the fight, but they're losing so much from mid lane. They're focusing way too hard on this Nautilus. They're losing their mid inhib. They're losing their top inhib. Edix is still alive. He is buying his team so much time. And that's going to be a mid inhib and most likely a top inhib as well. Chop getting caught out by that Ornn dash, but I don't think it's going to matter.
And they get out safely as well. That is a mid
And
inhib
now,
daylight
so
rock for it.
much pressure on Void.
Oh, you can't feel good about that one if you're on the side of Void.
Dragon up in 15 seconds. Trundle is just walking out of base, but all they have to do is delay because these waves are going to be pushing in all three. Not a single tower taken for Void in 25 minutes. Only 2 of their own left standing. Riverfisher, oh no.
You've been
Trying to get away from this Lilia, but she's just so fast. He's losing all of his HP, and this Wukong is most definitely not going to fall because the Ashe ult is going to come in. Really big fight needed for Void here. The cage is too much. None of them can get into the fight.
Oh, huge
Alawi goes down. Void are falling one by one. Bekla, the next on the list. And I think this might be the last we see of Void. In Season 12, Cam cannot get out of that pillar, and this is gonna be it. Chop throwing down a little dance. And surely now, as Scott stands against 5 of them.
He stands against
This
Oblivion. I
is
don't
going
think he
to
can
be
hold
all
this.
she
This is
wrote.
GG.
And Scott releasing some frustration in all chat.
What has he said?
This is truly it for Void. They fought valiantly, but Racketeers go on to Unks next week. Wow. We have our official 5th place team.
No, I think they just picked fighting at the wrong times and the wrong places there for Void.